Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of DAF Discussions. Today we are going to be discussing the shiloh of whether or not you're allowed to take a shower on Yom Tov. I was requested by our dear friend Rav Shlita to discuss this topic, so over Shabbos I went into this a little bit. In the end, we're going to divide this into two parts. The shiloh, the first part of the series will be talking about the dioraisa, and the second part will be talking about whether or not midirabonon it's mutter or not. I'd just like to say that I didn't have any agenda on this. I just went into this with an open mind, and we'll see what it comes out. So with regards to the dioraisa, that's going to be today's shir. Though it starts off with a Mishnah in Be'ah, which is brought down in the Gemara earlier in Shabbos, Laflam Testament Beis. Beishame Oimrim, the Mishnah Beis Chofal from Beis, Lo Yecham Adam Chamin L'Raglov, Elam Ken Ruyin L'Shtia. You cannot eat up water for your feet unless it's right to drink. So if you can drink it, then it's not a problem. Beis Hil Matirim, Beis Hil disagrees. This is mutter. Ois Adam Madura U'Mischamim Kenegdo. You're allowed to make on Yom Tov Madura, a fireplace, and heat yourself up. Connect. And the Gemara says that's only Shittas Beis Hillel. So there's two machlokes. It's very important. The second part is very important in determining the definition of Shav L'Chol Nefesh. That Beis Hillel holds you're allowed to light a fire to heat up your feet. The Mishnah is talking about Ragalov. As well, you're allowed to light a fire to heat up your entire body. The first case to wash your feet and to heat up your entire body. Now, Tosfos and the Rishonim all learn that Beis Hillel only matters Pani Vod of Raglov. It's not a fair anymore, but it's basically very much like that. In the Mishnah we had by midiraisa from the Mishnah of Anshe Tveria, the Gemara said the Yom Tov Kam B'Shuch Yom Tov issur rechitza. Definitely is issur rechitza on Yom Tov. So the Rishonim Ramachalik, all the Rishonim say that Panav Yod V'Raglav is mutter if you heat up the water on Yom Tov, and your entire body is usher. So now the question is, what's the difference Panav Yod V'Raglav and your entire body? So there's two pshatim. The very famous pshat is Tosfos pshat, and then there's a lot of Rishonim have a different pshat. So before I learned this, I only knew about Tosfos pshat. Everyone thinks Tosfos pshat is the Gemara, which is not correct. We'll see soon. This is the way Tosfos learns the Gemara. Tosfos is on the Flamates and other places as well in Shabbos. He says Ponav Yod V'Raglav is not Shavel L'Chol Nefesh. In other words, there's a klal b'toich shuter havora l'tzarech l'tanam mishlei l'tzarech, which in this case would be what l'gabi havora and l'gabi bishul as well. So it would seem from Tosfos that mitoich applies to havora and bishul, which is not simple. We'll discuss this perhaps later in Shida of the Rambam. However, the Gemara in Ksubas, Dav Zayin says you need a klal of shav l'chol nefesh. Has to be something everyone uses. Shav for everyone. So Tosfos says Ponav Yod V'Raglav, something everybody could do. Everybody needs, everybody does it. The rest of your body, since it's a tainug ba'alma, so since it's a tainug ba'alma, you don't say mitoich shuter havora l'tzarech. So again, so why do you know mitoich? Mitoich itself needs the din of shav l'chol nefesh, and Tosfos is under the opinion that it's not shav l'chol nefesh. And therefore, it's a Tosfos midiraisa, that is issur dioraisa to heat up water to wash your entire body. This is the opinion that everybody is familiar with. Now, many of you would like to hear the Ramban and other Rishonim as well. Shouldn't see the Rambam disagree with the Tosfos. He brings down Tosfos pshat. The elu divrin in views saying, "Sherechitzas kol haguf teoser v'zeya tehem muteres, or rechitzas mixes haguf nami tehem muteres." He asks Zayas mutter, and the other Rishonim asked for the Mishnah over here. We just mentioned the Mishnah says l'shtatif kol gufay. I think that's what Rambam means to ask. The heck of that is shav l'chol nefesh. He says it's ridiculous. How can he say such a thing? So he says not like that, and he wanted to say, so what taka is pshat? What's the difference? So first he wanted to say that we're going to discuss more the next year. He wanted to say there's issur of a gzera of schita. Why only Ponav Yod was mother? Akaponim, the Ramban disagrees with Tosfos, and he says, of course, kol haguf is definitely is shavel l'chol nefesh. Therefore, it'll be mutter because of mitoich. And not only that, I want to mention to you the Rambam in Pirush Mishnah. The Rambam says further than that. He says not only is Ponav Yod V'Raglav mutter because of mitoich, he says Ponav Yod V'Raglav is not stam mitoich. He says it's eichel nefesh mamish. You don't have to come on to the chiddush mitoich. This is the Rambam over here in Pirush Mishnah. I'm just trying to find it. Give me a second. He explains the machlok. What's the machlok is Beishame and Beis Hillel. Zok the Rambam. Issurim Beishame Yavir Adam Eish L'Scham Belish Ikram Yash Omer Achash Yochel Chol Nefesh Einu Nichnas Tachtav Anois Hagos. Beishame Chol Nefesh is only food, not Anois Hagos. Beishame. Ubeis Hillel Oimrim Ki Maimer Hashem Achash Yochel Chol Nefesh Klal Hanois Haguf Kulam. It means all Hanois Haguf is included in Eichel Nefesh. So the Rambam not only is there heter mitoich, Tosfos says no mitoich. No, this is Eichel Nefesh mamish. As I held the Rambam. Now I'll just say the Rambam Shitazay. The Rambam holds there is no mitoich on Melechus Bishul. That's the way it's very much. Look at Pri Megadim. There's a dama till Yom Tov. He quotes the Rambam. The Rambam had to say that it's mutter be'etzem. It's not mitoich because mitoich wouldn't apply to Melechus Bishul. Alabaram does shir the Ramban, the midioraisa and the Rambam, and we'll see the Rif as well. We'll see this tomorrow with regards to the Rabbanon. The midirabonon, there's no issue whatsoever to heat up water on Yom Tov to be reichetz your entire body. Now you're all thinking that you agree to the Rambam and the Rif, because according to them you're allowed to take a shower. The truth, you're going to see tomorrow, the next year, whenever that is just the opposite, because the Gemara clearly says that there's a distinction between Panav Yad V'Ragel. So according to Tosfos, he says differences, Shabbat Chol Nefesh. So you guys can tell me that, nowadays it's Shabbat Chol Nefesh. However, according to the Rambam, it says even though it was Shabbat Chol Nefesh, it's still an issur, so what changed? There was this and then, there's this and that. We'll discuss this more tomorrow. Now, with regards to Shittas HaTosfos, so Tosfos says it's not Shabbat Chol Nefesh. So the Shiloh is nowadays, did it change? So I think the answer to that question is absolute yes. There's two questions. First of all, Shabbat Chol Nefesh, does it apply by each town? Second of all, do you go as an entire world? So now, with regards to the whole town, this will be our halacha. I don't have it in front of me. He says definitely you go by each town or each city, each country by itself. So with Shim Shabbat Chol Nefesh, then nowadays it's very accepted to take showers every day. But the main thing I want to bring out is it doesn't have to be every day. Shabbat Chol Nefesh even if once a week. I have a lot of rights to that. First of all, the Gemara says Panav Yad V'Ragel the Shabbat Chol Nefesh according to Tosfos. So did they wash it every day? I'm not sure, but let's say they did. But one of the Mishnah says, you're allowed to heat up just a schwitz. Every day, everyone went and heated themselves up in front to take a schwitz. No such thing. It goes whatever is a common thing. The Gemara in Ksubis, which is the makar of the Shabbat Chol Nefesh, is talking about bia. The Gemara says, "Want to mitach shoter chabur l'tzerich." The Gemara says, "No, Shabbat Chol Nefesh grash you bia tzerich kol nefeshi." That's clear. Bia is not every day. You can do it once a week. Whatever. Tell me the chamen pamachs b'shavua. So it's clear from the Gemara that Shabbat Chol Nefesh does not mean that it's something which is done every day by every person. It's something which is commonly done once a week by most people, I would assume. You can't say everyone. So it's clear midiraisa there's no issue nowadays. According to Rambam, definitely there's never an issue. And according to Tosfos, nowadays it changed. However, it's not simple halacha l'maisa at all. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow because it's a midirabonon, like you mentioned. Now, there's one more thing with regards to Shittas HaTosfos. Rav Akiva Eiger asks a very, very powerful question on Tosfos. Tosfos says that Panav Yad V'Ragel is mutter midiraisa. The rest of your body is issur. So Rav Akiva Eiger is matmiyah that there's a concept of ribu issur, and it says if you're heating up the pot for your Panav Yad V'Ragel, what's wrong with doing the rest of your body? There's a Mishnah, there's a Gemara in Daf Yud Zayin in Beya that says Mal isha kol tan or pas v'nei pas nefa yof Mal nachtim chav shamayim al b'shein etzorach l'kitin echad. You're allowed to fill up the pot with water even though you only need one jug. And Rashi says the way Rashi's understanding is that the bechad mal isha, the next Gemara, same case, bechad tircha sagi. Since there's only one tircha, we don't make a difference, and that's Gepaskin and Shulchan Aruch. Somewhere over here. Okay, I can't find it over here, but it's somewhere in Tuf Kufs, a little earlier, I think. Tuf Kuf Dalad maybe. Tuf Kuf Gimel Sev Beis. Now in the Rishonim it's not so clear. There could be other lumdices that the Torah says that it makes the cook better. But for sure that there's no issur whatsoever. So why is Tosfos telling me that there's issur dioraisa to cook up either al savor or al bishul cook up whatever your whole entire body? The chayra you have the chayra once you're cooking if upon the raglo, there's no issur to do it for the rest of your body. So I still brought down B'Shem Shlomo Zalman. He wanted to say that if you're cooking for your entire body, then the whole thing becomes a tainum. If you're cooking upon the raglo, that's takamut. But if you're washing your whole body, including upon the raglo, the whole thing is a tainum. I was thinking you could say lumdish. It's not so simple to swara, but there's a difference between mitoich and if something is mutter be'etzim. If you're cooking food, it's mutter be'etzim, then you could say it's mutter. I'm doing a ma'asim mutaris, and there's no tircha, so what's the problem? But if you come to mitoich, the lumdish is that you have to say this is mutter. Why? Mitoich shetrabel tzarich, chotinam mishlel tzarich. But the klal with mitoich is you needs to be shavul chol nefesh. So now you can look at this ma'is of havara is a mutter. So you're gonna come and say mitoich shetra and it's shavul chol nefesh. It's not shavul chol nefesh. Not everyone needs this ma'is. So although you can tell me yeah, but they need part of it. But there's no mitoich in the first place. If there's first the heter, you can build on the heter and say, well, once I have a heter, then I can be moisef, and then I can be moisef. But if you have no heter, you're coming to look with chila. Is this ma'aseh mutter? So you start off, it's usher b'etzim. It's havar shleil tzarich. Navas, you come, mitoich, just like it's mutter shleil tzarich. It's mutter, it's tzarich. It's mutter, shleil tzarich, it's shavul chol nefesh. But this doesn't apply. This is not the fact of the matter is this is not a shavul chol nefesh. So you don't have the heter of mitoich to start with, so you can't add on to that. That's what I would think to fend for Rav Akiva Eiger's kasha. So like we said, this is all. With regards to the dioraisa, Tosfos is of the opinion that it was issur dioraisa b'zman b'yom mohem, and nowadays I think Tosfos would agree it's mutter midiraisa, and the Rambam and the Ramban and the Rif they all disagree with Tosfos. We'll see tomorrow the Rif more, and they say avad rechitza is mutter midiraisa. You're allowed to heat up water either because of mitoich, like the Rambam says it's oichel nefesh mamish. Next year we're going to be discussing the inyanim of diorabonon and a little more whatever comes out of the subject.